Let's go. Angels versus Demon Tarot. Which card serves you best? Angels versus Demon Tarot. Which card serves you best? You're listening to Wisdom Top Mentor Interviews. Hitman presentation, Hitman, Hakeem, in the morning, afternoon, and night, because I never know when I'm going to be up here, or how many times for that matter. And you're listening to presented here on Spreaker, Social Podcasting, and Wisdom, Social Audio Inc. I think this is episode 20 or something like that on Spreaker for that particular show, Wisdom Top Mentor Interviews. I put it here for no particular reason than because I want to give this show on Spreaker more episodes. So here's how I'm going to play this game. Yes, this is a game show. Demons versus angels, angels versus demons tarot. I'm going to pull out these cards and out of their nifty, wonderful boxes, their keepsake boxes, and I'm going to shuffle them up. And then I am going to present some issues. You know, like, what do I need to know for my life right now? That's a general question. What do I need to know for my life right now? And so that whatever particular issue one may be dealing with, it can give you a general answer. And for fun. And why not? It's also a great way for me to learn about these different cards so that I can use them for divination in the future. The first one I'm going to shuffle here, because I already got the I've already pulled, for many years I've been using the Demon Tarot cards, and I only just recently got the Angel ones, and I haven't yet shuffled them up or mixed them. They're still in numerical order from 1 to 72, including 6 archangels. So I just realized the archangel cards, which are Michael, Metatron, Gabriel, Haniel, Samael, and Uriel, are not numbered. So that's what makes it a 78 card deck, just like the traditional tarot. So I've got 78 of these angel cards. 72 of them are the order of angels from the Kabbalah, and 6 of them are archangels. And then I got a bunch of demons. I had those for longer, so I got to spend some time shuffling these angel cards. But the issue to propose, which I base a lot of the readings that I'm doing, and they're also called spreads in the tarot world, the tarot universe. The spreads, I based them off of a spread, a five rune spread from the Viking runes. And it's I used the Book of Runes by Ralph H. Bloom. And I just cut this deck. I cut it, and I'm also going to fan them. I don't know what this practice is called. I'm not a card player. Wisdom, apologies for the poor audio quality, if that's still what's happening, because the last reading I just did, I played it back on both Wisdom and on Spreaker, and the Wisdom one didn't sound so well, but here I am. I'm doing it anyway because I want to learn these cards, and I want to create this content to see just what we can learn from them. So the question that I pose, that I'm going to pose here to the cards, and you can pose it to yourself as well, keep it in mind, is what do I need to know for my life right now? What do I need to know for my life right now? As a matter of fact, what was really interesting, and I have that notebook right next to me, is earlier when I was at the bookstore, I was looking in a particular section in the Book of Runes by Ralph H. Bloom, and something interesting happened once again, which is just not surprising to me anymore because it happens all the time. I was reading a section on page 65, and it said, and it was about when you do rune spreads. It said, note the time, date, and prevailing conditions in your life at the moment, right? And so that was on page 65 of the Book of Runes by Ralph H. Bloom. Note the time and date. Note the time, date, and prevailing conditions in your life at the moment. And so the first thing it says, note the time, right? So I look over my watch, and well, guess what time it was? It was 3:33. 3:33. And then on page 42, I went back. It says, what do I need to know for my life right now? So that's it. What do I need to know for my life right now? And where is that Angel Numbers book? I'm going to start this off in just a little bit here with the reading of 333 from the Angel Numbers book. Welcome Wandering Fool, Lois Hampston, and Yusuf Wasserman. Hello, hello. And so I'm going to first read that opening from the Angel's book. Oh, somebody else popped in here. Welcome, Daryl with the dashes. I'm going to read the opening from the Angel Numbers book by Mystic Mihaela, which is how to understand your spirit, the messages your spirit guides are sending you. Because as I just mentioned, when I was looking in the Book of Runes on page 65, it said, note the time, date, and yeah, see, that's why I write stuff down. It says, note the time, date, and prevailing conditions in your life at the moment. And right as I was doing that, right, I stopped because I had my notebook out. Hello, Sparkly Queen. And right as I was doing that, then the first thing I did was look at my watch. And it was 3:33. Oh, yay! It's 11:11 right now, folks, in Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time. As I just looked up at my clock there for the first time. See, I'm talking about my watch, and then I look up at the clock, and it's 11:11. You can't make this stuff up. It's just, and I'm not even trying for that. I'm randomly going here because I'm sitting outside of work right now at Central 111 because it's so dead in there right now, and I'm parked in front of the door so I can see everybody's coming in, and there's nothing but regulars and people who've been in there and who look like grown folks who've been in there all the time. One of the owners of Central Shore is in there, Brandon, and one of the other bartenders, and they know this is my my run of show on these slow days, that I'm right there. I see everybody who goes in. I check IDs when appropriate and respond to their text calls or when they wave me over. So I've got time to do this. I'm still shuffling these angel cards. I want to make sure they're good and shuffled because I haven't shuffled them before. They were in order from 1 to 72 plus the 6 archangels. So I hope that I get them shuffled nice and well for this battle royale here that we're going to do, angels versus demon tarot. So remember and you can do this in your head. You can decide which one speaks to you more for that, and that's just a sample inquiry, which is what do I need to know for my life right now? What do I need to know for my life right now? All right, I'm going to take a vote here from the Spreaker side and the wisdom side, if anybody wants to chime in. Who should go first? Actually, I can flip a coin or something like that and decide which card is going to get pulled first for this this battle royale here. But remember, it was 11:11, and then, like I said earlier when I was looking at the Book of Runes, because I didn't address this or talk about it earlier. I don't think so, at least I don't recall. So I'm going to read the 333 as well. But remember, 11 is a very important number when it repeats, because it's attention, right? It's saying pay attention to what's going on. And that's also kind of like, what do I need to know for my life right now? Well, 11:11 popped up when I was talking about that in the 333. And I read these over and over again from the book to, by repetition, I shall remember. 11 is the awakening. You are being called to attention. Your angels want to send you signs, but first, they need to make sure you'll be paying attention. This number asks you to notice the world around you so you don't miss the important messages coming your way. Ask your angels for confirmation after you see this number. Repetition is their way of getting your attention. All right. Repeating numbers. This is a double repetition on the 1111. And then earlier, the 333 popped up, so I'm going to check that out. And the 333 is equilibrium. Nurture the mind, body, and spirit connection. Get some meditation going. Embark on a workout routine. And finally start that vision board you've been procrastinating on. I certainly have. Your angels want you to look at the areas of your life that are not fully rounded out and self-correct. All right. So look at the areas of my life that are not rounded out and self-correct. Now there's a few of those. So still I'll shuffle these before I get this jam going on here. Let's see, okay, I need to get myself in a game. Do I appear to be in a gaming mood? I have to get myself in a gaming mood here with these cards. I'm going to drink some coffee because that always knocks me right the hell out. It always does. It really does. It's got a hello. Is that Kate Barrison? Welcome to the Battle Royale. It's the World Wrestling Federation. That was the old name of WWE, right? Now this is the Angels versus Demons Battle Royale with these tarot cards here. Which card serves you best, right? Some people, you might have a bias and be like, of course the Angels. How do you know that? How do you know? All right. Found a new coffee shop today that I'm going to be going to as an alternative to Starbucks, even though they don't have Americanos. And they only have like this black coffee. It's called Gongcha, which is the practice of serving only the highest quality tea to the emperor back in the day. And I like it. It reminded me of just like being in those tea shops in China when I lived there. And nice environment, nice and well lit, open tables where you can sit and hang out. And I went there and studied my tarot book earlier, and so, and the coffee's good. I still have some left over. I put it in my mug that I did buy at Starbucks, because let's face it, that corporation, that organization, has some really good merch. So I support Starbucks merchandise. It's not their coffee. It's disgusting. You buy any of Starbucks regular coffee, like that stuff they call Pike Place. I call it Puke Place. It's just gross. It's really gross. But I like the mug. It's a really pretty mug. It's like purple, blue. I don't know. It sounds like bruises, right? All right. So here we go. The Demon Tarot is already shuffled. The Angel Tarot, and I'm going to flip a coin. And just in keeping with some standards and stuff like that, I'm going to just say that, no, I'm going to flip it upside down on its head. Haha, flip coin, flip upside down. I'm going to say that heads are the demons and tails are going to represent the angels. Just to be contrarian. You got some coins in here. They smell like weed. There was like some weed and blunts and stuff that I put inside this thing. That's actually the purpose of this container. It's a Rick and Morty like vacuum seal container. Keep it fresh. Push button to set and remove tap. And I gave it to a colleague because I don't be smoking weed like that. I don't even have any like desire to, which is really interesting. I'm just kind of done with that. Like done. I don't want to drink any alcohol. Don't want to smoke any weed. Which I guess is good, right? For me, you can do whatever you want. But I had some of it that another guy. It was like back in the old day, when they give you free samples to try to get you hooked on crack or whatever it is, right? So this guy gave me a bunch of weed, and I just put it in a container, and then he gave me like a blunt, and it was half smoked, and I put it in there too, and then I gave it to another guy because he wanted it. So, hey, deleted user. Hello, Anaya. All right, so here we go. So tails are the angels, heads are the demons. I'm flipping this coin. You're gonna have to just trust me here. And it landed on tails. Okay, so angels go first. All right, angels go first. Now remember, if you want to play along, you have several options. You can chime in on wisdom. You can call the number that is shown there on Spreaker, or you can just play in your own mind. I usually don't expect anybody to come up and play with angels and demons. I think people are intimidated by them. So here we go. Who is the first angel to enter into the battlefield? Remember the question you can ask, or any question at all, because interestingly enough, the way that metaphysics works in general, like metaphysical science, is that you will find some message or information here that pertains to you. So here we go. And the first angel in the ring is Vehuel, which is, I'm going to pronounce it. I'm going to just do one little quick shuffle on these demon cards here, split them and fan them, or whatever that thing is called, and then pull one demon card and get them in the ring with each other here. And we're going to see what. Oh man, you can feel the age on these cards. Like, they're so much more supple and pliable, and just because I've had them for so long, as opposed to the angel cards, which still need to be worked out. So it's Vehuel versus Zabos. All right. So which card is gonna pertain more to you? So let's see, Vehuel, who corresponds with the Eight of Wands. It's number 49. Is that a 49? So little. Yep, 49. And it's the great and exalted God. Grandeur makes one passionate toward God. Okay, well, that's a good first start there with that angel. Makes one passionate toward God. Hello, Elizabeth McClung. Welcome. Makes one passionate toward God. So now let's take a look at some more details about our angel Vehuel here. What order, or what, are they in any particular order? Good, they're numerical in the book. See, I'm fresh to this, but see, when you don't see unorthodox uses, when you don't have experience with so much of this stuff, you can really get creative. It's 11:22. So let's see. What's going on here? Is that? I'm looking at 48 in here. Is this a completely different angel? What is happening here? Hold on. That's a completely different angel than okay. Now I guess I gotta look at the table of contents here, because that is not the, what? Huh? I'm a little confused. Oh, that is a 9. What is... And just as I say that is a 9, ninth person comes in. Welcome Lex Luthor to the Battle Royale. This is the battle between the angels and demons. Vehuel is angel number 49. Jeez, I thought my glasses worked. I'm going to go to the eye doctor tomorrow. All right, Vehuel. I pronounced it correctly. All right, the great and exalted God. Principalities, Psalm 145-3. Do I have to bust up my Bible here? No, it says, great is the Lord and greatly to be praised, and his greatness is unsearchable. All right. People born under this angel's influence will have a sensitive and generous nature. They will be held in esteem and will distinguish themselves in literature, jurisprudence, and diplomacy. Vehuel overcomes sorrow and contrariness. Oh, so that first part is what that angel does when people are born under it, apparently. But now here's some more of the divination here of what we're going to look at to see what characteristics of this particular angel correspond to you. So which card serves you best, right? Because we're going to go to the demon next, which is Zabos. But Vehuel. Vehuel overcomes sorrow and contrariness and provides exaltation of oneself for the benediction and glory of God. So you can look at that as if you need to overcome sorrow and contrariness. Does that apply to you? And provides exaltation of oneself for the benediction and glory of God. By the way, Benediction also is another one of my favorite death metal bands. That's the name of one of them. Soul Guardian for those born from 4 p.m. to 4:20 p.m. 4:20. Moral Guardian for those born, here it goes, for those born on the 7th of May, the 18th of July, the 28th of September, the 9th of December, or 19th of February. And the moral guardian for that. And also, apparently, it's a physical guardian for those born from the 15th through the 19th of November. This angel's got a lot of stuff. Vehuel. Alright, so again, it overcomes sorrow and contrariness, provides exaltation of oneself for the benediction and glory of God. And the people who are born under this angel's influence will have a sensitive and generous nature. They will be held in esteem and will distinguish themselves in literature, jurisprudence, and diplomacy. And it's for those born from 4 p.m. to 4:20 p.m. Gives moral guidance for those born on the 7th of May, the 18th of July, the 20th of September, the 9th of December, or the 19th of February. And physical guardian for those born from the 15th to the 19th of November. There's Vehuel. And Vehuel, you get to go back to heaven. That's the box. That's the keepsake box. For those of you who want to know. And, I'm going to keep them in a ring for now. And I'll put them both back. The demon will go to hell, and the angel will go back to heaven at the same time. So now we got Zabos. And Zabos over here. Hello, Zabos. Zabos, the summary on his card says, Zabos, also Salios or Salos, is a count of hell in command of 30 military units. He has a kind and peaceful nature, and he manifests in the form of an armed soldier riding a crocodile. And Zabos, you got to be somewhere near the back of this book over here, because you are with the Z. I think there's one more with a Z, right? No? Oh, no, that was Y. The other day I was looking at a couple of them with Y. Alright, but here we got Zabos. Zabos, also Salos, is an Earl of Hell according to Wyer's Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. Wyer makes no mention of any military units under Zabos' command, but later entries in the Goetia place his command at 30 legions. He, like Duke Agaris, see page 9, appears riding a crocodile, but unlike Agaris' gentle attire, Zabos manifests as a handsome and fully armored soldier wearing a crown. Inspiration. Wyer has nothing to say about the nature of Zabos' skills or specialties, and Colin de Plancy only asserts that Zabos has a sweet personality and character. Interesting. What does the angel say? I'm looking for these interesting similarities here, and I think, well, that's the thing I was doing before, but now I think I want to see that here for Vehuel, because sweet. Let's see. It says sweet personality and character, and it says that people born under the angel's influence, Vehuel, will have a sensitive and generous nature. Sweet personality and character. Sensitive and generous nature. I don't know. Maybe something similar or not. But okay, which card serves you best? Which card serves you best? Hold on. Let's take the resident astrology expert, Wandering Fool, aka Cicely Marie Goose. Hello, Evans Whale. What's up?
Nothing much. Scrolling through wisdom before I went to bed.
Well, hey.
And it's like, which tarot card serves you best?
Yeah, because we got two of them. But let me continue the quick reading of this Zabos' inspiration, and then I'll read the very short divination here. It says, okay, so listen to this. It says, Zabos has a sweet personality and character. It is not until the Goetia that Zabos' area of expertise is recorded, and even then no detail is given beyond this. Zabos causes people to fall deeply in love. It is worth noting that Agaris, the demon who rides the companion crocodile to Zabos', is gifted at leading people where they need to be, and Zabos is dressed to protect and defend, and is gifted at causing people to fall in love once they've found each other. Perhaps that is all that needs to be said. Divination, focus on romance and comfort. So we have one who makes one passionate towards God, that's the angel, and the other one makes people fall in love once they've met. Focus on romance and comfort. So it looks like Zabos is kind of like a Cupid. And and
that rides a crocodile.
Yeah, that rides a crocodile.
That's a little more badass.
A Cupid that rides a crocodile, and the Vehuel, the angel, the great and exalted God, makes one passionate towards God. So in a way, one of them makes them fall in love with people, and the other one makes you fall in love with God. So that's a similarity right there, I think. Would you say that, or no?
Yes.
Would you agree? Yeah.
Very close.
So, people, it's your time in your heads, listening, dear listeners, to decide which card serves you best. So that's it. Zabos and Vehuel. All right. So I'm putting them. That angel, Vehuel's going to heaven, and Zabos, go to hell. All right. So that's where he's from. It's not like I'm insulting him or anything.
Right. Now, I will say my corresponding tarot card for my numerology is 7. The Tower.
The Tower.
Destruction, chaos, and undoing. I feel like that matches pretty well.
Let me see. And I have a grand book. You have no idea this book that I've got. And it's quite a tome. Oh crap! Demons, stay put. And it's a huge book that is about the tarot. Gosh, it's so heavy. Let me reach it over there. Okay, and it's called The Tarot: A Collection of Secret Wisdom from Tarot's Mystical Origins, and it's composed of 9 books. And it's from S.L. McGregor Mathers. Some of these people you've heard of, I'm sure. Eliphas Levi, right? What about P.R.S. Foley?
I haven't heard of him.
Arthur Edward Waite, of course, right? From the Waite, Rider-Waite. Right?
My fave.
P.D. Ouspensky.
I've heard the name briefly.
Yeah.
I probably have heard a lot of his work and didn't know who it was.
What about
People
Papus?
don't like to give credit.
Yeah. What about Papus or Dr. Gerard Incaus?
Incaus?
Incaus, yeah. Harriet Augusta Curtis and F. Homer Curtis.
No.
Everybody's heard of this guy, Manly P. Hall.
Oh yeah.
And A.E. Thierrin. So there's 9 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books in this one 956-page book that I have. And it's described as this: the ultimate guide to the untold mysteries and lost knowledge of the tarot. The Tarot, a collection of secret wisdom from Tarot's mystical origins, unlocks the lost secrets and ancient mysteries of the Tarot with vital teachings from the original Tarot masters of the past 2 centuries, featuring a foreword by Juliet Sharman Burke, author of The Beginner's Guide to Tarot and The Mythic Tarot. This special collection of rare volumes reintroduces critical texts, many long out of print or impossible to acquire, and unlocks the invisible power of the tarot for a new generation of card readers. And you said, what is your companion tarot?
The Tower.
The Tower. And what does it say about the tower in your in your cards? Like, what does the tower represent? The tower represent in tarot?
Anything that isn't built on firm foundation will crumble.
Okay, so let me see what it says. I'm looking at the meanings of the cards from it's just the very first book in the beginning of yours by S.L. McGregor Mathers. It's called The Tarot. Its occult signification in use in fortune telling and method of play, etc. And the meaning of the cards here we have, well, this part is called symbolism of each of the keys. So let's see. Hierophant, Lovers, Chariot, the Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Hangman, Death, Temperance, the Devil. Come on, where's the Tower? The Moon, Foolish Man. Huh. Where's the Tower here? Okay, let's see. Meaning of the card. See how inexperienced I am with the... I don't even... Wait a minute. I don't see a tower in here. What's going on? That's quite...
It may only be significant to the Rider-Waite version.
That's interesting.
Because that's the original deck that I was used to using.
Yeah.
Now I'm using the 80s movie deck.
Oh, cool. You know, I have 3 decks now that I'm using. I have this new Angel Tarot deck. Oh, yes. This is it. See, that's why I didn't see it, because it didn't just say the tower. It's called the Lightning Struck Tower.
Yes.
Okay, so it says...
You see how destructive it is?
Yeah. It says, a tower whose upper part is like a crown, struck by a lightning flash. 2 men fall headlong from it, one of whom is in such an attitude as to form a Hebrew letter Ayin. Sparks and debris are falling. It shows ruin and disruption. Okay. And,
Yep.
again, yeah, ruin, disruption, overthrow, loss, and bankruptcy, but reversed, these in a more or less partial degree.
Yep, and that's the companion card. They always told me never to get it tattooed on me because it will follow me forever. But the idea still follows. It tracks. And I make a joke about it being anything in my life that is not built on firm foundation. If it comes near me, it crumbles.
Wow.
And
Welcome.
it's proven pretty much true my entire life.
Welcome, Cosmic J, to the room. Oh, and would you like to know, just while I have all these angels and demon cards out here, which of the corresponding angels in this collection by Travis McHenry corresponds to the tower?
Sure.
Yeah, this book is pretty cool. It has, it's got a lot of stuff in here. I mean, they took it from the Kabbalah. So apparently, let's see, what does this say? I repeat a lot of this stuff, but it's just really cool because I'm going to be playing with these for a long time. According to the secret doctrine of Cornelius Agrippa, every mortal born on earth has 3 guardian angels. Agrippa's occult philosophy is rooted in the sacred Kabbalah or secret tradition of Israel, which postulates that the powers of the 72 angels of the Shem HaMephorash are distributed throughout the times, days, and seasons. It is from this source that we obtain knowledge of their names, attributes, and mysteries. So that's where this comes from. So this Agrippa guy, and which I've heard his name before. But let's take a look at the tower here. So I'm going to look at the which card corresponds with the tower. The tower. Oh, I don't think that there's a very simple way for me to find that here, actually, because in the table of contents, I don't think it shows their corresponding. No, it doesn't. Wow, it does not say which one of these angels in the introduction. Let's see. So I'm going to see if I can find it here. No. Wow. Okay, that's good. So that's good to know. See, I'm glad that I found this out right in the beginning here. Let me see if it has it in there. The Archangel Uriel, 72 angels, and no, it doesn't even tell. But
it's in card number 16 in the Major Arcana.
Okay, card number 16. So let me see if that lines up here. 16. Let me see. Nope, this is Strength. This is okay, but Major Arcana. Let's see. Well, would the Major Arcana be? Yo, that's crazy. Hold up. I'm gonna have to...
Major Arcana are like the Hierophant, the Chariot, the Hangman, the Death card, the Tower, the Angel of Temperance.
Yep, there's... so far, I don't see any easy way of doing that, so I'm just gonna look through all of these cards one by one right now. Hey, I found the Fool. 5 of Pentacles.
0-0.
Ace of Wands. 8 of Cups. So I'm gonna just go through this here. I found the World. Oh, there we go. It is in the... I guess it's one of the archangels. It's Uriel, which I guess that would be what's the major arcana. So I could have just looked at that. Okay. So now I know. I've learned something. Thank you. All right. So it's Uriel, the angel Uriel, the fire of God. And this one corresponds. It's disruption, warns of disasters, aids in transformation. So that is your corresponding angel out of here. And I'm going to look and see what it says more deeply about the 6 archangels here. So we have Uriel, and it's the last one of them here. It's the archangel Uriel, fire of God. Genesis 3:24. After he drove the man out, he placed on the east side of the Garden of Eden cherubim and a flaming sword. The archangel Uriel warns of disasters and aids in transformation and watches over thunder and terror. He is the angel of the north. All right, so that's at least from this collection by Travis McHenry that comes from this Agrippa guy. What's his? I gotta remember his name. I'll get it down as I look more. Cornelius Agrippa. So. And that's where he draws this from the Kabbalah, the secret tradition of Israel. Shemhem Forah.
No, it really makes sense, though.
Well, I mean...
I can either transform things or just plain out destroy them.
Well, destruction by fire is a form of transformation. I mean, they use it in chemistry all the time, right?
And then the funny part is it corresponds with zodiac as well.
Does it now?
Because I am Aries.
And Aries is the war, right?
War, god of war.
Which corresponds to Mars in the Romans, right?
Yep.
So Aries is the... Wait, is Aries the Roman or Greek? Which one? Mars. See,
Mars is Greek.
Okay, Mars is Greek and Aries is the Roman. Well... let's see. There's other ones here, but yeah, that corresponded pretty well. And Manly P. Hall's chapter on tarot. There's so many here. This is crazy. This book is intense. I wasn't even using it this time around, but yeah, that's pretty cool. So we have those first 2 cards. We have Zabos, makes people fall in love with each other, and the angel Vehuel, right? Yeah, Vehuel. Makes one passionate towards God. So there was one tenuous point of connection there. So everybody, that's what we got there. And then we have Miss Destruction over here. A little Coolio D. Jones and Curdy J. Who came up. But yeah, that's actually pretty cool. But but you did help me learn something by seeing that the major arcana are the 6 archangels.
Yep. And I represent the major arcana, and I think 3 or 4 decks.
Uriel. I wonder what... Yep. I wonder what... You know what? I have my black tarot here, which is, you know, as I learned from you guys, it's a deck made for BIPOC, right? Black Indigenous People of Color.
People of color.
And I only got this deck because of the capoeira player is the son of coins, or the son, or which coins here are pentacles.
Page. Page of Pentacles.
Yeah, so here, but now for you, the tower correspondent here would be, let's see what she says about this, because I actually really like this deck a lot. I tend to get really good picks when I pick out the different tools that I use. They actually call me more than anything else. And then I was talking to somebody. Was it you? I was asking somebody if I should get this
yes,
the book,
because we had 6 or 7 planets in Taurus, and it was all about comfort. So I'm seeing that it brings you a lot of comfort, so you made the right choice.
11:44, everybody. And also what's interesting about that, there's 14 people passing through the room. Dr. Robert James Goodman, welcome. Coolio D. Jones. 11:44 and 14, which 14 is a sandwich in the middle of 11:44, so I think that's significant. Should look at that in the Angel Numbers book. 11:44 and also 14. I'm going to do that as I remember, but I also want to look at the tower. So, but I'll remember that 1144. Let's look at the tower first, because that's your card. Again, here it says the traits are destruction, disruption, and also if we were asking like a one card pull question, it would say no. Card description.
Yes.
A devastated shoreline is littered with trash. Trees have been destroyed. Our world is in a dire state. Without strong protective action and time for healing of ourselves and the planet, it will be impossible for the world to recover. The tower serves as a warning of sudden change and the trauma that can come from it. BIPOC communities, that's again for everyone who doesn't know, and I didn't know this before I got this book, Black and Indigenous people of color communities worldwide have practiced indigenous and traditional ways of living in symmetry with nature and her spirits, existing in harmony with the earth for millennia. This is controversial, this book. White supremacy, the patriarchy, and capitalism, political and economic systems that favor greed and consumption over a tradition of conservation and balance, have poisoned our planet. The old way is no longer viable. We can no longer live, eat, and interact without the health and stability of the environment in mind. Let's see who just sent me a message there. Migdalia says the tower is one of my favorite cards. All right. And welcome to the room, Dr. Rao. Hello. And then so we have, it says, when the tower card is pulled, it is time to consider the following. Do you view your dollar as a vote toward the world you believe in? Are you experiencing a breakthrough or a breakdown? Can you see beyond your ivory tower? The flower that corresponds with it is oleander, which represents caution and destiny. What do you think about the oleander, Miss Agriculture?
Oleander is deadly poisonous. If you cut a flower and put it in a glass of milk, it is an appropriate murder weapon.
God damn.
And for that to be the corresponding flower, and the fact that I know it in and out with my plant knowledge, it's lining up a little too well. I always tell people it's a little bit dangerous in the towers.
And so
but I love the fact they were talking about the breakdown or the breakthrough. Yeah. Sometimes I get both in the same year and come out on top. So I make the joke about it being anything around me that's not built on a stable, firm foundation just falls apart anyway. So I've always been used to those moments of the tower just falling. And I always pick up the pieces and make sure it's stable the next time.
There you go. The corresponding element, of course, is fire. The chakras are the solar plexus and root chakras. And in Yang, which is the male and order, as this book, even written by a woman, says that it is upheaval, emotional strife, sudden change, revelation, chaos, disaster, unhealthy relationships, emptiness and loneliness, negative or hostile environment, failure, bankruptcy, vulnerability to disease, divorce, and tragedy. In Yin, it's fear of change, which is the woman and female characteristic of chaos. Interesting enough, in Yin, it's fear of change, personal transformation, avoiding loss, delaying the inevitable, warnings of serious illness, averting disaster. And aligning, it says, realign with purpose, walk at night. And then the affirmation, it says, I am safe and divinely protected throughout all challenges I face. I like that one. I am safe.
You want to hear something funny?
And divinely protected throughout all challenges I face. Yes?
Want to hear something really funny?
Tell me.
As a female Aries, I walk on the tightrope of both the yin and the yang. And everything that's on the masculine side I've experienced within the past 2 or 3 years. And everything on the feminine side is what I'm working on now. And it's funny that the solar plexus is my highest point, and my hardest struggle right now is the root chakra.
Now, interestingly enough, as I looked up, and it was 11:44. The 11, if anybody recalls who was here from the beginning, hello, Jadavis Ivy. The 11 is awakening. It says to pay attention. So when things repeat themselves, it's saying to pay attention. And it's the way that your angels want to send you signs, but first they need to make sure you'll be paying attention. This number asks you to notice the world around you so you don't miss important messages coming your way. Ask the angels for confirmation after you see this number. Repetition is their way of getting your attention. So check this out. Here's what's really interesting about the tower, you, and all that stuff about destruction, chaos, and everything like that. Number 44, which it was 1144 when I looked up and we were talking, it's divine intervention. Ask for protection. The angelic realm is around you presently. The angels want you to ask them for help and support with stronger intentions. Lie in meditation today and repeat this mantra. I am ready for divine intervention in my life. I am ready for divine intervention in my life. And then I said I wanted to look at the 14, because I think it's relevant. It says forward thinking. It says you're planting the seeds for your future. That vision you hold dear for your future is being nurtured today. The work you put in will be rewarded. Write down your vision in great detail. Visualize yourself reading it again after it's been realized. Hey Lucas, what's up? Lucas, you good? What's up?
People walking in with white beaters is what's up.
All right. So
That's pretty neat. I've always had to be careful and absolutely extremely specific in writing down goals, because I got to a point, because it also corresponds with my zodiac chart, with the 12th house being the house of self-undoing. I have completed so many goals in such a short amount of time that I almost got to the point of self-undoing. I was like, what? Well, everything you wrote down that you wanted to do, you've done, so what are you going to do now? Don't hit the self-destruct button.
Yeah.
That's the nature of Tower. You know how have you ever watched Gundam?
Yeah, no.
It's an old, like one of the first animes that ever came out. One of the captains of the mech-bot machine fighters, he would break his bones on purpose and reset them with wrenches to make them stronger. And that's been an ideal in my life, pretty much my whole life. If I don't completely go till I break completely down, undo everything, and start over, it's a problem. And I'm finally at a point where I don't have to destroy myself to start over. It's like, oh, so what do we do now? We've accomplished all the goals. Holy shit, what are we gonna do? Just keep going. But without the damage, without the tower falling completely and burning to the ground.
Yeah.
I used to believe that may the bridges I burn light my way to a new path. I don't even have to burn the bridge anymore. It's like,
Do me a favor,
I
can
have to go back.
you hold me down on wisdom real quick? Talk to our audience about some more stuff about the tower and this. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Now, the reason the tower is my companion card is because of the significance of my Sun and Venus being in the 12th house. Sun and Venus in the 12th house denote almost dark placements. It's always demonized in modern reading, like, oh no, it's never gonna, nothing you do will ever work out unless. But it's all about the reflection and understanding of where we are in that time frame. And the way I like to think about it, because when I first got into astrology, the 12th house placements, everyone I went to would tell me, you're always going to have trouble in love. You're always going to have trouble in career aspects. And you're always going to have trouble with this, that, and the third. But in all reality, what they were forgetting and neglecting about the 12th house and the corresponding tarot card is that there is a place for this. But you have to go back in without fear, because it's the house of self-undoing. If you walk in there with the fear of yourself, you're not going to get very far, and you may come out with whatever demon of undoing is there. So when I walk back through the 12th house and look at the undoing and the destruction that comes, I pick up from the rubble the pieces. There's diamonds, there's gold, there's some reactive elements down there. But unless you go without the fear of yourself, unless you watch the tower fall without the fear of yourself and you're far enough away from it, you'll keep continuing on that same cycle. So what I'm learning is, or what I have learned is, just shine a light in those dark spaces. Yes, the lightning strikes the tower. Tower falls. I've been seen as an omen of bad luck. I've been seen as a beacon for light to be shown. I've been seen as a diamond made out of rough circumstances. But in all of these circumstances, I continue to shine. I continue to add the value that comes from these. And it's really odd because everything about me is associated with darkness, even down to the complexion. It's associated with darkness. But when we look at the darkness of what we are, and if we look at how darkness is portrayed as something negative, but something has to be a balancing factor. People see the Tower card during a tarot reading and think it's the end of the world. And in one aspect, they're kind of right. It is the end of that particular world. But one thing I've noticed in my studies is that something has to end for something else to begin. That energy has to be transmuted somewhere else. And the longer we sit and cry about towers falling in our lives, the longer it takes to finish that cycle and close the door. So if we are leaving these cycles open and letting these doors just circulate energy, because even these demons and angels, they can circulate through there. So if we're calling these spirits and we're calling these things into us and we're not aware of what we're calling, we'll start the cycle over. There'll be rebuild the tower, and then it comes crashing back down one more time. So there's a lot to understanding how not to be afraid of yourself or afraid of these cards. Because there's certain cards that are transformation. My companion card is the Tower. My favorite card is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is the good, just spiritualist. She is the teacher. There are keys at her feet. She is the unlocker of knowledge, or the one that can lock it. These cards represent the energy that you put out. Because even without tarot cards, most people that are pretty spiritually inclined can read energy. The tarot cards are just there as a visual representation to help you understand the energy at the moment. So it's pretty fun to do. Like, I just got a deck recently for my birthday. It's called the Movie Tarot. And one of my absolute favorite movie characters, well, two of them actually. We got the Page of Wands, who's Will Smith in Men in Black. And then we have, what is her name? It's not Mila Kunis. She was in the Underworld. What is her name?
You are a pro.
Huh?
Said you're a pro. Thank you.
We're talking about tarot. I know a little too much about it. What was old girl's name in the Underworld series?
Oh, Kate something? The actress's name?
Yes.
Oh, man.
She played... She's a correspondent in the deck of cards I just got, the movie tarot.
Oh.
She corresponds in there. She is Lilu from the Fifth Element.
Oh, yes. Are you sure that's Underworld? Because that's, oh my gosh, why am I forgetting that now?
They have the same demeanor. I always get them mixed up.
Yeah, the girl Lilu from the Fifth Element is different, but yes, I know what you're talking about. But I don't remember at the moment. Let me see. Let me see. It is, Underworld movie. Underworld movie. Oh, you are useless, Google. All right. Kate Beckinsale.
That's her name. Both of them have the name Kate, I think.
No, I think it's Kate Kate Beckinsale or Kate Beckinsale. Yeah, that's her. And Lilu has a different, more ethnic sounding European name. It's gonna get me. Fifth Element from 1997, and that is Mila Jovovich.
Mila, I was right. I said Mila Kunis is Mila Jovovich.
Yeah. All right.
That is one of my all-time. Well, actually, that is my all-time favorite movie. I watch it every time it comes on. Lord rest Alexander McQueen. The futuristic costumes was all him.
Yeah. All right.
And it taught me a lot about the the fifth element. We got 4, but we always leave out love. Love is an element.
It is. Listen.
Universal.
Thank you for playing, and thank you for helping me out. I have to run because there's some stuff that I have to tend to, but I'm going to be back later with this angel demon battle royale going on here. And you're very much appreciated. I thank you so much. I'll have to go check on this situation, but unfortunately, I have to go.
Well, good night. I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah,
I just stopped back through.
Yeah, I appreciate you. This was awesome.
No problem.
And it's just at about close to the hour mark, so this is perfect anyway. All right, everybody, we got our angel demon, and we had our resident expert in astrology, Cicely Marie Goose, a.k.a. Wandering Fool. You guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Cicely. And I'll catch you all in the next wave. Until next time, stay well.
Peace.
Peace out.